So my role at Northstar is I am the Chief Sales Officer for Northstar Technologies Group, Inc. That is our parent company. So that means that I oversee all sales and marketing efforts for each one of our business units, which are subsidiaries of Northstar Technologies Group. What it means to me, it's such an important role. Sales and marketing are the lifeblood of any company out there. And I take that role very, very seriously. I take that purpose seriously. I understand the sacrifices that have been made to get us to this point, just to have our testing, just to have our invention, just to have everything done to get to the point that we could sell it. Paul, our CEO, my business partner, this is his life work. So it took him 30 years of his life to get to this point for me to be able to position it and sell it and make it a reality. So that is really, really important to me based on the sacrifices that others have made just to get us to this point today. So a standout experience of working here, it's an interesting question because there's so many of them, right? There's so many cool things that we're doing on a daily basis. For example, we built the world's first fully composite structure in a home that we know of, that's in the entire world. It's the first of its kind. Nobody's ever done anything like this before. Same thing with our modular units, same thing with our wall panels, with our framing, our trusses. Nobody else has composite trusses. They have wood trusses, they have metal trusses, they have other materials, but they don't have composite trusses. So everything that we do is first of its kind, first to market, really innovative. I would say a standout experience of working here is changing the world, is doing the first things that anybody's ever done before, which is really exciting. What I would say makes Northstar approach different is that we're problem solvers at the core. The bigger the challenge, the more that we rise up to it. So I'll give you an example. People come to us at the very beginning of the process. They come with a napkin sketch, they come with an idea, they come with something that sometimes has never been done before. So we're all entrepreneurs at heart. We're all people that want to make a difference in this world. So I would say that just through that process of taking somebody's napkin sketch and then going through the architecture, going through the engineering, going through the planning, submitting it for permit, doing the engineering and the modeling in here in-house, and then finally seeing those walls and those trusses and those floors come out of the assembly and then get shipped to the job site and then the house comes up. That whole process I just think is so cool. So that's what I would say just makes the whole process so different and so innovative. And then the sustainability aspect of it too is dear and near to my heart and everybody else that works here. We're trying to do things responsibly, right? We're trying to make these structures work for the people, not the people working for the structures. And in a sustainable environment, we should be able to look at any given building and provide highest and best use of how it's going to be more energy efficient, how it's going to last longer, how it's going to go up faster, how it's going to be less cost effective and burdensome for the homeowner or the asset owner. And I would say that's something that makes our approach really unique. So there's so many personal insights for me that connect back to our overall mission. I would say that stepping in here every day feels like I'm in the NFL playoffs. So I know that every decision that we make, any action that we take, every meeting that we have, every phone call that we have, every email that I write is so important because we're not guaranteed that next step. Just like in the playoffs, you're not guaranteed the next game. So those players are leaving everything out on the field, and that's the personal excellence and the personal standard that I hold myself to as leader of this company, and that's what I expect others to hold themselves personally accountable as well. When they're stepping on that field, they're leaving everything out, they're working their tails off, and they're changing the world. We have a unique opportunity here, and this goes back to how this ties in personally with me and our mission. We literally can change the built environment of the world. And think about what that means, right? We can engineer things differently, we can build things differently, which means that they can be used differently and more effective. That is literally something that changes the world. There's only so many companies that have ever taken on something so ambitious and actually succeeded. So it goes back to that standard of excellence. I can't make this company be what it needs to be and what it has the ability and the potential to be without being excellent and without being perfect or as perfect as possible as I can be. So every day that I show up, I make a commitment to give it everything that I have, and that's honestly spilled over into the rest of my life as well. And that's something that I really appreciate about working here at Northstar.